Hi, Fun Astrology fam. This is Liz Grace Christie. I'm going to be in the LA area with Thomas on December 29th, and we're curious if you would like to come and talk astrology with us.
That's right, Liz Grace. We're officially on. We've had enough interest. December 29th in the afternoon. If you're in SoCal and free that afternoon, please email me at funastrologypodcast@gmail.com. Just say I'm interested, and we'll keep you informed on the details.
And we're wondering where you're coming from so we can find a cool place to meet.
The afternoon of December 29th, somewhere in Southern California. Email your interest to funastrologypodcast@gmail.com.
I sure hope you all can join us.
Hello, 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 and welcome to the Fun Astrology Podcast. This is Alisa Dixon filling in for Thomas, and I'm so excited to do a special Thanksgiving episode for you all today. And I'd like to start by inviting you all to tune out all the distractions of the outside world. For just a few minutes, let's ignore the news and the headlines, and instead, let's focus on how this energy is going to land personally with us, so we can set ourselves up for the best possible Thanksgiving weekend with friends and family. First up, in the wee hours of the morning today, we had the Sun trine Mars at 3:06 a.m. to be exact. The Sun is in Sagittarius and Mars is in Leo, both fire signs, which brings a lot of energy. And this energy boost is going to come in handy as many people are scurrying around getting prepared for the holiday. There's always lots to do the day before Thanksgiving, whether you are cooking or cleaning or running errands. This Sun trine Mars is really going to give us the energy boost we need to get things going today. And it's a good thing we start the day with this boost because the moon in Libra is void of course all day long until 7:20 p.m. when the moon moves into Scorpio. Now, a void of course moon occurs when the moon is finished making major aspects with any of the other planets, but before it leaves the sign it's currently in. Sometimes void of course moons last only for a few minutes, but in this case, it's going to be the entire day, starting at 4:14 a.m. and lasting until 7:20 p.m. When the moon is void, it's said to be asleep. And some people say when the moon is asleep, we should be asleep. Well, that isn't always practical, especially the day before Thanksgiving. The best way to work with a void course moon is to dream, create, reflect, or meditate. What I plan to do with this energy is reflect on the type of day I'd like to have tomorrow with my family and take some time to set those positive intentions. A word to the wise, though, since we all are going to still have a lot of activities going on later on today. When the moon is void, sometimes plans can go awry. Keep this in mind, especially if you're making a grocery run. You may get home and realize you forgot a key ingredient or two and have to go back to the store. Funny story, that actually happened in my house last year during the void course moon the day before Thanksgiving. Yes, how did we get so lucky to have this 2 years in a row the day before Thanksgiving? Anyway, last year we started the mac and cheese under the void course moon, and what did we forget? You guessed it, the cheese. Back to the grocery store we went. You cannot make this stuff up, I'm telling you. As above, so below, right? So then, when the moon moves into Scorpio and wakes back up, it immediately makes a square to Pluto, newly in Aquarius. Moon square Pluto can definitely feel like a bit of a jab. You might feel some intense emotions, maybe frustration, maybe apprehension about tomorrow. But as Thomas would say, let's go high timeline. Pluto is in his new home in Aquarius, and Aquarius is all about community and friendship. So if you feel any discomfort Wednesday evening, lean into that Aquarian energy and detach from whatever comes up so that you can continue your pleasant evening. Don't let whatever it is take over. Then tomorrow morning, the moon in Scorpio squares Mars in Leo, which could also show up as a little squabble perhaps, but this will soon pass because we finished the day with a really nice aspect. The moon in Scorpio trines Saturn in Pisces. Saturn is all about structure and boundaries and discipline, But one of my favorite expressions of Saturn, which isn't talked about all that often, is that Saturn represents tradition. And how fitting to have a moon trine Saturn representing the tradition of Thanksgiving Day. Holidays always have their ups and downs. Expectations don't always align with reality. But today, tomorrow, over the weekend, just stay high timeline. And remember, for every tough aspect we have, there's a great one that follows. Thomas will be back on Monday. I wish you all a wonderful holiday, and I am so very thankful to be a part of this fun astrology podcast family. Thanks again for listening, and take care, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving.